We're back here in the Florida Xfinity Center. Special guest Kevin Sheehan. You can hear him on Sports Talk, ESPN Sports Talk 980.
Now that's for the people in Washington. People in Baltimore. He's kind of unknown though, but in Washington, he's the man.
He's a big deal to me.
He's the man.
Okay.
I'm not a big deal to anybody, especially at home. By the way, at home, nobody listens.
Yeah, well, we got that same problem.
Yeah, right.
Hey, who do you have with you tonight?
I was with Scott tonight, Van Pelt. And my son's over there waiting, and it's opening night. You want to see all the new guys and see what they look like.
Great crowd.
That's what I just said to somebody. I thought it was a great opening night crowd. Friday night game, 7 o'clock against American. You had 15,000 minimum in this place.
Yeah, it's not a marquee matchup. So what'd you think? We were really raving about Cowan and, of course, Mello tonight. Kind of looked like the old Mello driving to the hoop.
He really, well, first of all, you're right to rave about Cowan. There are going to be few backcourts, I think, in the country that will be as quick, fast, but really quick with the ball as Mello and Cowan together. You saw tonight, he's going to play them together. That's their best lineup with the two of them in the backcourt. Already you can see that. I by the way, I was so impressed with American. Mike Brennan does a phenomenal job as a coach. They're so well coached. They had the two bigs that could shoot it, which kept Dodd out of the game a little bit in the first half, and it was hard to play him defensively tonight. But I liked what I saw.
Not a touch and go there with about 6 minutes left.
Yeah, you're down 4 with about 6 minutes to go.
Yeah, for sure.
But I think this team is just going to keep getting better. You saw they're not very big, but the college game, as you guys know, is a guards game, and they have 2 lightning quick guards. Mello looked great, and they're interchangeable in terms of position. Looks like they can play off the ball or on the ball. I was so impressed by Cowan tonight.
It's funny. I said to Wayne, toward the end of the game, I said, you know what? It's lucky Mello came back. Because I don't know how this game would have ended without him tonight. Right?
You know what? You're right about that. But they do have young players that I think are going to get better. But Mello, look, they've got arguably a first team, no worse than second or third team All-American on their team at a guard position in the college game where guards are so important. I think they'll be really good this year.
What a difference this year with the guard-heavy team versus last year it was all forwards and centers. And I looked down on that court with 3 freshmen, a transfer, and Mello, and remembered what Turgeon said when we came in for Media Day. We got to wait till January. This is going to be a pretty good team when you get to January.
I think so, too. He's going to have all of these different lineups, too, that he's got to figure out. He can go big, a little bit big with Dodd and Checo when he comes back. But you saw tonight, at one point, Brantley, Cowan, and Mello were on the floor, briefly, with Gill and I think Herter. That's a small lineup.
Yeah, 0, 1, and 2. That's what a low number.
Yeah, almost binary. It's almost just zeros and ones. Meyer Consulting Engineers. In the past 5 years, our organization has completed over 1,300 projects in the U.S. and abroad, including many structures at the University of Maryland. For structural engineering and materials testing and inspection, call Meyer Consulting Engineers.
I thought Herter looked good. He shot the ball well in the second half, but he's going to be tight in his first game a little bit, which is to be expected. But I think this is going to be a good basketball team. I think this is a team that by the end of the year, you're not going to discount as a Sweet 16 possibility.
And they put the banner up tonight. Another Sweet 16 banner's up there. Right there.
Well, anyway, it was a good effort. While we got you, preview the Redskin game this Sunday.
They're playing a really good defensive team that can't score. Minnesota hasn't been able to score in all season long. Redskins have a chance to have a good second half of the season. These 2 games this week and next week, 2 home games.
They should win on Sunday.
It's
easy to say, but they should win.
But Minnesota's desperate, having lost 3 in a row, to try to save their season. This is a big game for both teams, but I like the Redskins' chances. I think offensively they can move the ball and score against anybody.
As a Baltimore reporter, which I am, I rant and rave, and I include the Redskins. How could the Ravens pass up on Stephon Diggs in their backyard, watching him every week, a 5th-round pick, 14 catches last week. Does that ever come up on the show?
Well, trust me, before that draft, I was like, the Redskins with a 4th or 5th round pick should take Diggs. They took Jamison Crowder in the 4th round, and those two are almost like identical type of players.
True, but one of them went to Duke, so you know.
Yeah, that's true, but he's really good. But yeah, Baltimore, God, could they use somebody on offense like a Diggs? But I'll tell you what, the Ravens, that's a good defensive football team.
They are.
Really good on defense.
And the uniforms look good last night,
They
Bruce.
look pretty good.
Let me tell you, that first half of that game set football back about 5 years.
It was
I'm
painful.
telling you, they were flooding out of the stadium last night at halftime.
It was painful to watch first half.
You managed to get there with all you had going on?
Yes. I had my 6th grandchild yesterday, so
And he still got to the game.
I said, I got to go to the game. Here's a key question for you.
Yep.
As an expert, a guy who's been around doing this a long time, what is the TV problem in your eyes that nobody's watching games? I mean, everybody in D.C. watches the Redskins. Everybody in Baltimore watches the Ravens. But nobody's watching anything else.
I mean, I really thought it was all about this general election year. Like, you know, if you look at TV numbers, NFL numbers, they go down every 4 years, general election years. But they were down much further this year. And I was like, well, it's the Trump factor. I mean, everybody's watching this guy, you know, especially during the debates. Remember, 2 of the 3 debates went head-to-head with primetime NFL games.
Correct.
But it's got to be more than that, because the baseball beat the you-know-what out of the football, which hadn't happened in years. And the Cubs were a compelling story. I don't know what it is. I think, personally, the weather will turn here. You get to the second half of the season, I think the numbers will be back to where they were. But they do have to look at whatever happened here for the first 2 months of the season.
All right, one last comment. The Wizards, is there any hope?
Well, they were up big on the Cavs in the first half tonight, but now they're down 8 in the second half. They're down 8 in the second half. No, there's not a lot of hope. They're worse talent-wise than they've been. And I'll tell you what, they're going to miss people like they missed Ariza when they let him go to clear cap space for Durant. They're going to miss a guy like Nene this year. They're going to miss Dudley. They don't have a bench.
Nope. And I guess Tony Kornheiser would say, watch out, it's going to be 9-20, as every year.
They're well on their way to the 9-20.
As
with
always,
that,
Kevin, thanks a lot for coming on.
Thanks,
We really
guys.
appreciate it.
My pleasure.
Thanks.
Good to see
All
you
right.
guys. All right.
We hit Terminus!